Good afternoon. I'm Dr. Elisa Nelson Wade, and today we're going to talk briefly about my new book, Imitating the Tree, The Journey to Your Purpose and Destiny. Well, I wrote Imitating the Tree, or shall I say, God chose me to write Imitating the Tree because there's so many people who are wanting to understand their purpose. There are even a certain group of people who don't believe that they were actually put on this earth on purpose. And this book will tell you not only were you put here on purpose, you're not here by accident, but you were put here for a purpose. And this book will show you how to embark upon the journey to your destiny. And it will also teach you that the journey, the things that you experience while you're on your journey, will actually prepare you for your destiny. So I guess God gave me this book because the world needs to know, or He told me that His people need to know my story, and to know that if my journey could lead me to where I am, because I'm still actually on my journey, but if my journey could lead me to this place now, and that I could give back to those people who are coming after me, God wants us to know that if I could accomplish the things that I've accomplished, it's there for anybody to accomplish. Imitating the Tree. One afternoon, I was watching an internet program, and up until that point, I had already had the subtitle of the book, but I felt that there was something missing. So I began to pray, God, give me whatever it is to make this book stand out. If someone sees this book on the shelf, what words or what title would make them want to read this book? So I began to dream. I began to dream about being in a forest or being outside, and that's very odd for me because I'm not an outdoors girl. So one afternoon I was listening or watching an internet program or Facebook snippet of an internet program, and there was a very prominent bishop there. And it was around the time of the Trayvon Martin incident, and he was saying, our people, our community, we need to be like trees. And that stuck with me, and that began to intrigue me, and it kind of took me back to all those dreams I was having about the forest and the dreams that I was having about trees. And it made me dig into and want to research that statement. What did it mean for us to be like trees? And once I began to research those trees, there are certain characteristics that every tree will have, that will ensure that they are going to do exactly what God placed them on this earth to do. So in my mind, I transferred those characteristics from trees to the characteristics that we need to, I guess, embody on our journey to our destiny. So that's what the title is, Master Plan. Well, God had a master plan for my life. And you know, certain times when we as people, we have a plan. That plan can come together nowhere near as well as the plan that God has for us. And I guess designated or entitled that the plan that God had for my life as the master plan. And that actually surrounds my transition from college to dental school. And without going too deep into it, because I do want you to read the book, God actually set the events in place, and it could have only been God, the way that those events came together, that I was able to apply to only one dental school, the first time, take the preparatory course to dental school only one time, and be accepted to the dental school of my choice, and not only be accepted, but get there for class and be successful there. So that's the part of the master plan. All of the incidences that led me from college to dental school. And if you read it, you'll really know that it was of God. Absolutely. The forest. When we talk about the forest, I have there's a real forest, and then there's my Imitating the Tree forest. And that forest contains certain trees that we can kind of associate our characteristics to. And in that forest, we have the cedar tree, and that cedar tree embodies power. And in the book, we tell you how those characteristics of the cedar tree made it stand out as a powerful force. We also have the oak tree, and the oak tree is big. The oak tree has a strong trunk, but its roots don't go very far. And the oak tree is able to accomplish what it accomplished only through God's divine providence. And I can really identify with that oak tree, because people said that, you know, I'm not your typical successful person. I don't look a certain way. I don't speak a certain way. I came from a place where success was, the probability of success was very, very low for me. However, that didn't matter, because if God had a plan for me, and He would give me, just like the oak tree, He would give me everything that I need to reach my destiny. And then of course we have those twins, the olive tree and the fig tree. The olive tree was there when Jesus needed it, and the fig tree was there, but it was a faith. So, and if you want to learn more about those trees, definitely pick up the book. It'll bless you. The passengers. This is one of my favorite parts of the book. Imitating the Tree, the journey to your purpose and destiny. Anytime you embark upon a journey, you have to have a vehicle. And then that vehicle could be a private plane, or it could be a sports car, it could be a motorcycle, it could be whatever vehicle you choose. But what's most important is who you allow to ride with you or travel with you in your vehicle to the journey to your destiny. So in my book, I give you a list of passengers who you could possibly place in your car or in your vehicle. And those passengers will be integral in the success of you reaching your destiny. For instance, I talk about the ride or die. And that ride or die passenger is that passenger who always has your back. That passenger actually sits in the front seat with you, and they look in the same direction that you're going in. And their goal is for you to reach your destiny, and they want that for you just as much, or maybe even more, as you want it for yourself. So that ride or die passenger, at some point in your journey, you're going to get tired, and you can count on that ride or die passenger to take over the wheel and drive that vehicle towards your destiny for you. And you trust them to do that because you know they have your back. Now, my ride or die passenger is my husband, Lawrence. And he wants me to succeed probably more than I want myself to succeed. So when you choose your ride or die passenger, and I must say, you're not going to have, if you have one or two ride or die passengers on your journey, you're very, very lucky. So when you choose that ride or die passenger, make sure that there's someone you can always count on. And then we have, on the total opposite end of the spectrum, and we have several passengers in between, we have that jump in the trunk passenger. And that's that passenger who, for whatever reason, is a bona fide hater. And they don't want you to be successful. And they are there only to put obstacles in your way. They're there only to remind you that your past is, your past is your past, but they want to keep that past in front of you so that you cannot move toward the destiny that God has created for you. So you have to identify each role of each passenger. And once you do that, you have to give them a position on your journey. Some people need to be there. Some people are there to strengthen you. Some people are there to guide you. But some people are there only to remind you that your past is your past and they have to go. Everything is for a season. So when you read that, keep in mind, and when you're reading it, I want you to actually think about those people in your life who could fit in those positions. And then make an assessment afterwards and say, okay, I need to put this person here, so that I can be successful and move towards my destiny. So ladies and gentlemen, my friends, my new friends, old friends, I want to encourage you to read Imitating the Tree. I know it will bless you. It will inspire you. It will actually prompt you to get excited about your journey to your destiny. Hopefully, if you went into reading this book and you didn't understand your purpose, or you didn't know whether you had a purpose, even have a purpose on this earth, hopefully this book will give you those tools that you need to not only realize that you do have a purpose, but it will motivate you to embark upon the journey to your destiny. I'm humbled. I am honored that God chose me to write this book. And I don't take lightly the responsibility that comes with it. And I pray that this book will bless you. And I pray that you share it with those people that you love, or those people who you feel that need to read it. So you can find my book at Amazon.com. You can also find it at InspiredByAlisa.com. And if you need me to come to any event that you may have, you can reach me at McNairProductions.com.